Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Ludington Oriole basketball on the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Tonight we've got district action from Hawley Gym. Girls basketball, the Ludington Orioles taking on the Reed City Coyotes. The Orioles come into this game with a 15-5 record, and they went 9-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference to share the conference title with the Muskegon Western Michigan Christian Warriors. Reed City Coyotes, on the other hand, 9-11 overall. They finished 8-6 in the Central States Activities Association Gold Division. We want to thank House of Flavors Manufacturing, our exclusive pregame sponsor. Delicious House of Flavors ice cream sold around the world, made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing, proud to help keep our hometown dynamic and support Ludington Oriole sports. Producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937, and pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. That's House of Flavors Manufacturing. Learn more at www.houseofflavors.com. Scoop Hansen, the voice of the Orioles, on the play-by-play call. I'm joined tonight by Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer. And I almost said Julia. Well, Julia's not with us tonight. And folks, if you're wondering, we're in tournament time right now, and that means we got some pretty strict MHSAA regulations. We can still do our live audio feed, but we can no longer do the video feed for tournament play. Now, tomorrow, when we're in Scottville covering the Ludington-Mason County Central boys game, we will be bringing you both audio and video. It'll be the boys' season finale tomorrow, their last regular season game, I should say. And then when they play Monday at Manistee, they'll play against Reed City in their district opener. That will be just strictly audio. And we got a great feature, and that's kudos to Braden Kronline. Right now, if you are on the OSN page or on YouTube and looking at the OSN page or on your computer, you will see what Braden has done. Braden put those headphones on and tell the Oriole faithful out there, all the folks who are tuned in and are going to be listening to tonight's broadcast, the new feature we have on the OSN page.
Well, since we can't stream video, I decided we could hook up a camera and put it on the scoreboard. So I figured that would just be easier, and you could see the time, you can see timeouts, players, and all that.
I like it. I like the feature. I think our followers out there, our fans, are going to like it when they tune in as well to listen to tonight's broadcast. Now, it's just Braden and myself right now. We're supposed to be joined by Gertzy here. Hopefully, Kyle Grzinski will be here in just a bit, and we hope to have him on doing color commentary with us. Last night, Ludington boys, they fell at Zeeland East. That was a really competitive ball game. Ludington ends up falling by 4 points, 52-48. Ludington boys now 11-8 on the season. Again, they were 10-0 and champions of the Lakes 8 Conference. News on Peyton Lacombe. Well, we're going to have to get it from Coach Shank. But I know when I talked with Peyton's folks, talked to his dad last night down at Zeeland East, and then I talked with his mom a little bit today. We're hopeful that he'll be playing tomorrow night. I don't want to put any false hope in Oriole fans. He may be sitting out tomorrow night. The verdict is still out there. We hope to have him back hopefully by Monday for the district game at Manistee against Reed City. And if miracles do happen, it would be great to have him back tomorrow night at Scottville for the game against the Mason County Central Spartans. Time will tell, though. We'll see what is going on with Peyton Lacombe. Congratulations to 4 players from the Ludington Oriole girls basketball team. Ryan Rohr and Keelan Laird, both first team, all conference, Lakes 8 all conference selections. Olivia Lynn and Abby Banstra, second team selections, and Coach Warren Stowe, Coach of the Year in the Lakes 8 Conference. So congratulations to those Ludington Orioles and Coach Stowe on those accolades. Looking at the Reed City Coyotes, again, 9-11 on the year, 8-6 in the CSAA Gold Division. Their losses this year have come to Cadillac, McBain, Everett, Grant, Clare, Big Rapids, Morley Stanwood, a second loss to Grant, Newaygo, and second loss to Newaygo. But they've been playing much better ball lately. Oh, and then also a loss to Fremont. They split with Fremont on the year. Victories against Howard City Tri-County, White Cloud, Remus Chippewa Hills, Fremont, a second victory against the Tri-County Vikings, victory against Central Montcalm, a second victory against Chip Hills. They split with Big Rapids. That might have been their most impressive win of the year, 41-31, not too long back. And they also swept Central Montcalm. So the Coyotes, again, 9-11 on the year, 8-6 CSAA. They're coached by Tim Belfuse. Earlier, I talked with Oriole head coach Warren Stowe, and we're going to step aside right now. Listen to that interview. When we come back, more of the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame show right here on the OSN and WMOM. Stay tuned. Welcome, folks, to the House of Flavors Manufacturing pregame coaches interview. Coach Warren Stowe. Season 2 begins tonight for your girls. A 15-5 regular season, 9-1 in the Lakes 8 Conference co-champions with Muskegon, Western Michigan Christian. And if you take after the Detroit Roundball Classic, your team only lost one game, but it was to an opponent that you may be seeing on Friday. But let's not get ahead of ourselves right now. You got the Reed City Coyotes tonight. Reed City 9-11 on the year. They were 8-6 in the Central States Activities Association Gold Division. What do you expect out of the Coyotes tonight, and what do you expect out of your girls? I'm sure they're fired up and looking forward to tonight's game.
Yeah, so first for the Coyotes, they're a good team. I don't know names, but they've got a point guard, number 11, who's a really good ball player. Doesn't score a ton for them, but handles pressure very well and gets them into all of their stuff. So we've got to make sure we aren't letting her see the court and make the passes that she's used to making. And then they have two really talented forwards, number 24 and 25. Similar players to each other. One is right-handed, one is left-handed, and they'll be a handful. I'm feeling lucky that we play against the Western Michigan Christians of the world. They prepare you for that. Obviously, those the girls we are seeing tonight aren't going to be quite as athletic, but there aren't any other girls that are as athletic as those Wiersma twins. So
sure.
That's what we'll see from Reed City. And, they're a good, well-coached ball club, and we know we're going to see their best. And what you'll see from us is who we are. So you'll see some great defense, and we'll see what they're in defensively, and we'll get after it offensively.
Looking at their resume, Reed City, I think their most impressive win of the season came against Big Rapids not too long back, 10-point win, 41-31. After your game tonight, Big Rapids will be facing off against Cadillac, and then the two winners of tonight's games meeting Friday at Hawley for the district championship. What can you say about the Big Rapids Cardinals and that victory Reed City had over them?
Well, that was the same night we lost to Cadillac. I was watching the NPR scores there. So, Reed City played a great game and just kind of stifled Big Rapids. Big Rapids is a good team. Cadillac is a good team. The four teams that are in this district are great. And Manistee had an awesome game the other night. I was there watching them play Cadillac. That was good to see. So, Big Rapids is good, and we'll get to that if we get to that. But we're all focus right now is on Reed City.
Okay. Some kudos are in order, Coach. Congratulations on being the 2022 Lakes 8 All-Conference Coach of the Year.
Thank you.
And also, we want to talk a little bit about your all-conference players. Ryan Rohr and Keelan Laird named to the first team for the Lakes 8 Conference, and Olivia Lynn and Abby Banstra named to the second team.
Yeah, very, very well-deserved by all of those girls. I said in that conference meeting the other night, I think the Kyla Wiersma girl is a very good player, and she probably statistically was the best player in the league. And if that's true, in my opinion, Ryan Rohr is by far the second best player in our league. And I said that, and I feel that way. She does so much for us. I think Keelan Laird, she was second team all-league last year, has really stepped up and continues to step up, and we need her to continue to be a beast and take her game to level because she's got all the abilities in the world. Abby Banstra, I was really happy, and I thanked all those coaches for seeing what she does. They're great coaches. They're not dumb. They know who Abby is as a person and as a player. And she was first team all-league last year and battled hard to get back after that knee injury. And statistically, maybe, her stats are down compared to some of those other girls. But, she's a first team player, in my opinion, who just didn't have the opportunity because of things that were out of her control. And like I told them, we've only lost one game since Abby's been back. Yeah. And that's just having her on the court helps those. There's a collective sigh of relief by some of those other guards having Abby, mom on the court there. And And then Olivia Lynn, she's another super talented kid for us. And, Olivia still has growth to do on the defensive end and with some rebounding. But if you look at Olivia offensively, she can score the basketball like very few. And she averages almost 10 points a game in 16 minutes. And, again, outside of the Kyla Wiersma for West Michigan Christian, I would bet that if you look at points per minute, she's probably leading, right there behind her as leading in the league.
Yeah. Great team chemistry. I understand the team was at the Bandstra House last night watching the OSN and watching the boys team and supporting them. Were you with them?
I was not with them. I had a little Fat Tuesday party with my family after practice. But they were out there, and I think you might see some shiny hair, some tinsel hair, some pink hair, whoever else knows. And I know they're cooking up something for my hair as well. They just won't tell me what yet.
Well, Coach, you got the best hair of any coach in the conference by far. I mean, it's hands down. There's no competition.
Yeah.
Wanted to ask you health-wise, how's your team for tonight? How is Annie Klein? Will she be playing?
Annie Klein will be out there playing. She played Friday night against Muskegon Heights.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
She kind of came in Friday and was a little conflicted as to what to do, and we just had a talk, and I asked her what she felt deep down, and so she'll be ready to go. Jenna Skiba's working through a hip, so she might be limited. I have to check in on that, but other than that, we should be good to go.
Excellent. And your starting lineup for tonight's district opening game for the Ludington Orioles against the Reed City Coyotes as Season 2 begins. March Madness is here.
Yes, it is. I have Carly Mesher at the 1, Abby Banstra at the 2, Riley Stone at the 3, Ryan Rohr at the 4, and Keelan Laird at the 5.
All right, Coach, good luck to you. Good luck to the Orioles. Look forward to, I got to talk to you about that because with 2 radio teams coming in, we may not have a post-game tonight, but I'll talk with you as we get there.
Yep.
But good luck to you and the O's, and go get them.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Go O's.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym, folks, and that was Coach Warren Stowe and his thoughts in regards to tonight's game. You heard there at the end of the interview I talked about possibility of no post-game. That is correct, because both Cadillac and Big Rapids will have radio teams coming in. So when this game finishes, we're going to wrap up really quick, folks, with our Smith and Eddy post-game show. The only thing we will be giving you is the scoring by quarters and the individual scoring. So we will have the radio teams coming in. We'll have time to get set up. So we'll be out of here really quick after tonight's ball game. Okay, tonight, here in just a minute or so, we're going to be tipping off the 15-5 Ludington Orioles against the 9-11 Reed City Coyotes. And the late game will be the Big Rapids Cardinals and the Cadillac Vikings. The winners of these 2 games will meet back here Friday at Hawley Gym at 7 p.m. for the district championship. Ludington Oriole boys playing tomorrow at Mason County Central. So, again, a lot of basketball this week. We hope our girls can defeat Reed City and move on to the district championship on Friday. We want to thank PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. They're located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. PM Builders construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. We're going to step aside right now, and when we return, we'll have those starting lineups coming your way here on the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned, those fans.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. with over 12 decades of experience. We at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Again, we thank PM Builders, our exclusive starting lineup sponsor. They construct quality homes in the West Michigan area. If you're looking to build, give Scott Latimer a call to set up an appointment, 231-398-7463. Again, they're located at 913 South Washington Avenue in Ludington. Here are your starting lineups as sponsored by PM Builders for the Reed City Coyotes, coached by Tim Belfuse. Starting at the guards, number 5, Molly Bowman. She's a sophomore. Number 11, Paige Lofquist. She's a senior. And number 13, Alex Stein. She's a junior. Starting center, number 24, Christina Malakinich, and she is a junior. The starting forward, number 25, Kylie Weck. She is a sophomore. For the Ludington Orioles, coached by Warren Stowe, managed by Katerina Sabrancha. Starting at the guards, number 2, Riley Stone, a sophomore. Number 20, Abby Banstra, a senior. And number 25, Carly Mesher, a sophomore. The starting forward, number 5, Ryan Rohr, a senior. And number 44, Keelan Laird, a junior. Ludington, again, 15-5 on the year, 9-1, Lakes 8. Reed City, 9-11 on the year, 8-6 in the CSAA Gold Division. Ready for some basketball here at Hawley Gym on a Wednesday night. Girls District basketball action. Ludington Orioles and the Reed City Coyotes. Reed City will be in their black jerseys, white numerals and lettering trimmed in red. Ludington in their white jerseys, brownish black lettering and numerals trimmed in orange. And here we go with the tip. Winner of this game advances to Friday's Division II District Championship game against either Cadillac or Big Rapids. Here we go, the tip controlled by the Ludington Orioles. Laird wins the tip, and the ball ends up with Mesher. Mesher now to Banstra, back to Mesher, now to Riley Stone. Stone will give it to Keelan Laird. Cross-court pass, Abby Banstra, three-pointer up and off the mark. Rebound to the Reed City Coyotes, coming away with it. Number 11, Paige Lofquist. Lofquist will give it up now to Molly Bowman. Bowman guarded there by Abby Banstra. She'll give it over now to Kylie Weck. Weck to Paige Lofquist. Lofquist guarded there by Riley Stone. And now we have a 5-second violation. That's that tough defense there by the Orioles, and in particular by Riley Stone. And I thought we were going to have him tonight. Better late than never.
Yeah, my bad.
That's all right. Kyle Gertzie-Grzinski is with us here doing color commentary. Gertzie, you just missed a few seconds, just a few more than we missed yesterday on our drive to Zeeland East, where we were about 2-3 seconds into the JV game.
Oh,
we got stuck in a traffic jam 4 miles outside the drawbridge in Grand Haven.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Something came up at work, so anyways, back to the
You're
game.
here. No score. You haven't missed. You just missed the starting line. Whoa! Give the basket to Ryan Rohr. A nice little scoop shot right there, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line.
That was a fancy little scoop. Got some nice spin on the ball. Now we got to finish off this three-point play.
Gertzie, the Reed City Coyotes out of the Central States Activities Association Gold Division, 9-11 on the year, 8-6 in their conference.
Not bad.
Yep, and our Ludington Orioles, 15-5. Rohr's shot, no good. Rebound to the Coyotes, number 5, Molly Bowman. Our Orioles, 15-5, 9-1, co-champions of the Lakes 8 Conference.
You can throw records out once it gets to playoffs.
This is season 2, Gertzie.
That's right.
Season 2.
That's right.
And Thad said last night, when I interviewed him for yesterday's pregame show, I said, Thad, Zeeland East 2-15 on the year, 1-13. And Thad said, Scoop, you do not read a book by its cover. They play in a tough conference.
That's absolutely right.
Yep. It was a good game for the Orioles in preparation for the districts. All right, there's a steal by the Coyotes, and with the ball, number 11, Paige Lofquist. Now the ball goes out of bounds. It'll remain with the Coyotes. Looks like a whiteout tonight for the student section.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd have it would fill up a little bit more, but it is a Wednesday night. It's school night.
We got to get past Reed City, Kyle. Hopefully have a date Friday night, 7 o'clock championship against either Cadillac or Big Rapids.
All right.
All right. There's a nice drive shot. No good there. Put up by Christina Malakinich. The center, Abby Banstra on a breakaway. Oh, no good. Banstra had a clear pathway to the hoop, but sometimes those are the hardest ones, aren't they, Gertzie?
Absolutely, and that was a great outlet there by Keelan Laird to get that fast break going.
Now a traveling violation on Reed City. We're a minute 55 into the game, and Ludington leads 2-0.
It looks like Reed City's going to come out in their full court press. Looks like it's a man-to-man press here.
You know, Zeeland East last night, they played man-to-man the entire game.
Oh, wow. Full court, half court?
They were more, I was just there yesterday. I think it was a combination. There's a basket by Keelan Laird. Good work there.
Good job by Keelan down low, getting that ball, one dribble and up.
I think it was more half court, Gertzie. My memory, my short-term memory isn't as good as my long-term memory.
I won't say it.
Yeah. There's a traveling violation now on the Coyotes, and that Ludington defense forced that.
These are three refs that I haven't seen in Ludington in a long time.
Yeah, they don't look that familiar, although I know I've seen them in the past.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, the Orioles up 4-0, 5:32 to go in the opening quarter. Mesher, now she loses the ball on the way. Actually, he's batted away there by Paige Lofquist.
And it looks like Reed City staying in their girl-to-girl offense, our defense here. Curious to see if they'll mix up their defenses and make Ludington improve from the outside since we have those big girls down low.
Mesher with it. Now she'll give it to Ryan Rohr inside to Laird. Laird turnaround, no good. Rebound, Laird. Put back, God!
Yeah, Keelan's got a good 2-3 inches on every girl out there right now.
I'll tell you what, if Reed City, yeah, exactly. We definitely have a height advantage, Gertzie, and if Keelan keeps getting shots like that, we're going to be in great shape tonight.
Absolutely. Quick 6-0 lead here for us.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor. We want to send a shout out to Indian Summer. They are proud to be a sponsor of the Oriole Sports Network and our Ludington area athletes. We wish you all the best for the season of sports. Play strong, play proud, and as always, stay healthy. Go Ludington Orioles. And a shout out as well to
Lundquist Furniture. Lundquist Furniture is West Michigan's largest furniture store, located at 203 North Main Street in downtown Scottville. A family-owned and operated business since 1940. For your furniture needs, call Lundquist at 231-757-3368.
Gertzie, I'm sure you saw that the all-conference teams recently came out for both the boys and the girls. Both Ludington teams fared extremely well, as you would expect.
Absolutely. Ludington's a basketball powerhouse.
Oh, that was a nice play by Reed City right there in getting the basket, number 25, Kylie Weck.
Ludington pushed the ball quick after that make. I like seeing that.
Orioles up 6-2. Abby Banstra with the ball now. She'll give it to Rohr now to Mesher. Three-pointer up and off the mark right there. And just taken away by Ryan Rohr. Now she's fouled. Look at that aggressiveness by Ryan Rohr. You got to love that.
Yeah, Reed City had that rebound pretty comfortably until Ryan Rohr showed up and ripped it out of her hands and went up. Got a foul.
Foul called on Alex Stein. 2 team fouls so far on Reed City. Orioles up 6-2, 4:52 left in the first quarter. Rohr's first free throw is good.
Let's see if we get in a full court girl-to-girl defense here, if we get this make, and see if we can get a little pressure on the Coyotes.
Yeah, that was a good question you gave me there. I'm thinking back to last night. I know that Zeeland East played some full court man-to-man.
Sure. Yeah.
They definitely played a lot of half-court man-to-man.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm learning all this good stuff from you and Coach Shank and Coach Stowe. Rohr gets
good.
Rohr gets both free throws, and the Orioles up 8-2. Ryan Rohr with 4 points in the opening quarter, and Keelan Laird has 4 points for the Orioles. Reed City on the attack. Molly Bowman, she'll give it now over to Malakinich. Malakinich over to Stein. Stein will give it up, and Malakinich has it once again in the lane, and now a foul is going to be called either on Laird or I think it's going to be called on Rohr. Let's see here. It's going to be, nope, it's on Ryan or Keelan Laird.
Yep.
Ludington up 8-2, 4:31 to go in the opening quarter. The winner of this game will meet the winner of tonight's later game between the Cadillac Vikings and the Big Rapids Cardinals. Free throw is up and no good on the first attempt. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, our post-game show tonight will be extremely quick. We got 2 radio stations coming in, one from Big Rapids and one from Cadillac. So we're going to wrap up the post-game extremely quick with just basically giving the final score, scoring by quarters, and the individual scoring. Both free throws missed. Now Ludington with the ball. Emma McKinley has it, who's checked in. She'll give it up to Laird, now over to Rohr. Also in the game, Olivia Lynch, who wears number 35. Abby Banstra, she'll fake the 3. McKinley will take the three. Good!
Good shot there by Emma McKinley,
Boy.
catching the ball ready to shoot.
Rhythm
Great
three,
pass by
Gertie.
Abby
Rhythm
Banstra.
three. And
We
boy,
love
she
seeing
came
rhythm
in
threes.
just like a microwave.
I love it. Just keep shooting. You get that open shot, you shoot.
McKinley nails the three-pointer. Ludington up 11-2. Emma McKinley, she is a sophomore. And also in the game, Olivia Lynn, she is a junior. Checking into the Reed City lineup, number 1, Casey Tarrin. She is a freshman. And also checking in, number 3, Kenzie Shoemaker. She's a sophomore. This is a very young Reed City team, Gertzie, if you look at the roster.
Yeah, I was looking at the roster. They got a freshman and a few sophomores. They have 3 sophomores on that squad, and they don't have a very big squad by any means, but young, fresh. I mean, inexperience comes in quite a bit here once you get into districts.
Emma McKinley with the basketball. She'll give it now to Olivia Lynn. They'll swing it now to Roar on the near baseline. Back out to Abby Banstra. Banstra, top of the key. So dish it now to McKinley. They'll work it into Laird on the far baseline. Laird's pass tried to get that ball into to Olivia Lynn. Olivia just could not corral the ball, and now here comes Reed City.
Yeah, Reed City switched up their defense right there, and they went into a 2-3 zone to combat the Olivia Lynn and Keelan Laird down low.
All right, the Orioles up 11-2, 3:12 to go in the opening quarter. With the ball, number 1, Casey Tarrin. Now Emma McKinley with the steal. McKinley to Laird. Laird back to McKinley.
It's good to see McKinley healthy. I know that she was dealing with some ankle issues earlier in the season, but it's good to see her healthy. She's definitely somebody that makes a difference.
Look at the way the Orioles are passing the ball there. Laird had it. Now she loses it. And now we have a jump ball, I believe. Possession arrow to the Coyotes. And it looks like Keelan might have took one there to her face. She's shaking it off. And Annie Klein will check into the Oriole lineup. She wears number 10. She's a junior. So on the court for Ludington right now, you have Laird, you have Roar, you have Lynn, you have McKinley, and you have Klein. Ludington up by 9, 11-2. 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. Pass intercepted there by Keelan Laird. Laird will give it up now to Ryan Roar. Roar ahead to McKinley. Emma back over to Keelan Laird. Now to McKinley. Annie Klein now. She'll give it up to Ryan Roar. Roar dribble. Now she'll pick up her dribble and give it to Olivia Lynn. Lynn to McKinley. Orioles being very patient there, Kyle.
That's good. You got to wear down the defense, side, top, side, and let those bigs go high, low post.
Laird with it now to McKinley. McKinley to Annie Klein. Now back to Ryan Roar. Roar will give it up. Klein, three-pointer. Oh, just off the mark right there. Boy, they set that up beautifully, didn't they?
Yeah, that was a nice shot. When they're in a 2-3 zone, you get an overload like that. You swing it to one side, cut through, and get a pin screen, and she was wide open.
All right, should be an over and back, I believe. Yes, it is. Ludington will get the ball back. They lead 11-2 with 1:45 to go in this opening quarter. This is a Division II. I almost said Class B. This is a Division II. Same
The
thing.
old school.
Yeah, old school. Division II district semifinal game. The Ludington Orioles and the Reed City Coyotes. Klein now to Laird. Laird will give it up to McKinley. McKinley back to Annie Klein. They'll swing it over to Ryan Roar. Roar now to Keelan Laird. Cross-court pass, three-pointer. McKinley off the mark and out of bounds. It'll be Reed City ball. Still, the Orioles showing great patience on their passing right now.
Absolutely, but we got to make sure we're hitting our outside shots. That's 2 airballed threes that we've had in the last 2-3 possessions. If I'm a team that's scouting Ludington right now, I say pack the paint, let them beat you from the outside.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Good point, Gertzie. Okay, Reed City now with the basketball. That's Paige Lofquist with it. She'll give it up. Molly Bowman. They'll work it now to number 25. That's Kylie Weck. Now to Kenzie Shoemaker. Her shot out of bounds. Just good defense by the O's. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Oriole basketball. Riley Stone checks back into the Oriole lineup, and Keelan Laird's going to get a breather. So the Orioles sacrificing some height right now, Gertzie.
Yeah, one thing I just noticed, all Reed City players, and I've never seen this before, have like knee pads, almost like volleyball knee pads on their knees. I understand basketball players wear knee pads, but it's just weird to
Good
say,
observation. Good observation. Roar now will give it to McKinley. She'll drive baseline, and offensive foul there on Emma McKinley.
It's good to be aggressive there, but unfortunately she was a little bit out of control, but I'd rather see that than somebody who just stands on the outside and just passes the ball around.
51 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. The Orioles up 11-3. Scoop Hansen, Kyle Gerzinski, Braden Kronline, the Orioles Sports Network in collaboration in conjunction with WMOM Radio.
Yeah, the Orioles are on their 1-2-2 full court press, and they look to trap as soon as it gets past half court. And now they'll drop back probably into their 2-3. But Reed City's having fits with that press right now.
They are. And Gertzie, if you look over to your right and look at the screen, Braden Kronline has we have a new feature up there, being that we cannot bring a live video feed tonight due to MHSAA state tournament regulations.
Yep.
So I love what he's done with the scoreboard there.
Yeah, that was smart.
Ludington there, Roar will get it to McKinley, now to Stone. Olivia Lynn with it now on the near baseline. Olivia Lynn will dish it to Klein, to McKinley, now to Roar. Inside, Lynn, up and in. Oh, in and out. That was 3/4 of the way down. That's not fair. That was a beautiful pass.
That was a beautiful
as well.
possession.
The whole possession was great.
Yep.
I cannot believe that our
thought that was
own
in too.
hoop here at Hawley treated us that way. My goodness.
That was just a great possession. Olivia Lynn drifted, kicked it down to the baseline, and then they swung it all the way around. Olivia Lynn pinned her down, got the ball, and
Well,
just didn't finish.
Gertzie, the Orioles got a break, though. They got the ball right back. Okay.
5 seconds.
Yep, Klein with it. Pass goes through the hands of Olivia Lynn, and that's the buzzer. And the end of one from Hawley in the district semifinal game. The Ludington Orioles lead Reed City by the score of 11-2. And we will return in 60 seconds here on the Orioles Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned.
Hey Oriole Nation, this is Mike Benedict from Benedict Auto Center. We're excited to be at our new location on US 10 between Ludington and Scottville, just west of Amber Road. We invite you to come out and say hello, check out the new facility, see what we have to offer. We have all your collision needs. We have licensed technicians so we can get your car back on the road safely. Also, we're excited that we're almost 80 years in the business from when my grandfather and my father did it before me back in the 1940s. We're excited that we still keep the tradition going, and who knows what's going to happen leading into the future. And here at Benedict Auto Center, we're also excited to be part of the Orioles Sports Network, or OSN, as better suited by Scoop. And we look forward to being a part of this going forward, and are excited to be part of Oriole Nation. Go O's!
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Scoop Hansen, Kyle Gerzinski, and Braden Kronline, the OSN and WMOM working together, bringing you this district game between the Orioles and the Coyotes. Ludington up 11-2, and they'll get the ball to begin the second quarter. Gertzie, what did you like best about what the Orioles did in that first quarter?
Yeah, I thought the Orioles had really good offensive possession, especially when they got the ball down low to Key Lynn and Olivia Lynn. And I thought defensively, obviously, when you only give up 2 points in a quarter, obviously you're doing something right. So our 1-2-2 full court press is giving Reed City fits, and I expect to see more of it.
Something with the officiating. Only 1 second ticked off, and Riley Stone was had to go to the bench. Annie Klein came in for, and Riley's getting set to check back in. It's some type of a uniform restriction or something.
Like a Band-Aid.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, Ludington with the ball. Abby Banster has it now to Keelan Laird. Keelan will swing it over to Annie Klein. She's going to drive baseline. She'll kick it back now to Keelan Laird. Cross-court pass. Abby Banster, three-pointer, no good. Long rebound to Reed City's Paige Lofquist. Lofquist ahead now to Casey Taryn. Taryn's pass deflected out of bounds there by Ryan Rohr, and here comes Riley Stone back into the game for Annie Klein.
Yeah, that last offensive possession, Keelan did a great job skip passing there, and Abby caught that ball ready to shoot. Unfortunately, it didn't go in, but that's a great offensive possession.
Reed City with the ball. Molly Bowman gets it in, and now with the ball, Paige Lofquist. Lofquist back to Bowman, to Lofquist. They'll swing it now to Casey Taryn. Ball, oh, there's a steal there, a beautiful steal there by Keelan Laird. Nice pass ahead, basket up, no good. Rebound to Reed City. Boy, the Orioles are doing everything right now, except they're not putting the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, there's a lid on that hoop, but that was a great, there we go,
Yeah.
another turnover.
There's another, yep. Abby Banster with the steal, and now Banster's going to be fouled by the Coyotes, number 11, Paige Lofquist. That previous possession, traveling.
Interesting.
Oh, okay, traveling is called actually on the Orioles. The previous possession, Gertzie, nice steal by Keelan Laird. She got a nice pass right there. They got the ball up court. They had a fast break and just couldn't get the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, we're a lot of active hands right now. We're getting a lot of turnovers, so a lot of deflections turn to turnovers, and hopefully we can continue that trend.
Orioles up 11-2. Reed City, there's a basket. Score it there for Christina Malakinich.
Yeah, whenever you get the ball to the middle on a press, you have a pretty good odds of scoring if you're going all the way down to the hoop.
Ryan Rohr with it. Keelan Laird. Orioles up 11-4. Mesher now. She'll swing it over to Banstra. Now to Laird. Laird's going to take the shot, and up no good. Rebound to the Coyotes. So all of a sudden the Orioles have went cold, kind of like the Orioles did in boys basketball last night in the second quarter when they were outscored 15-2 by Zeeland East.
You got to figure out what works and make a change.
Reed City, number 24, Christina Malakinich. She's got 4 points, and Reed City has cut the Oriole lead now to 11-6. Now that's going to be a traveling violation there. Ryan took one step too many right there. She received the ball.
Yep, her feet got going a little quicker than what her mind did and didn't put the ball down in time.
6:10 remaining in the opening half. The Orioles up 11-6. Ludington led 11-2 at the end of the first quarter. Lofquist with it now. She'll get across midcourt. Loses it. There's a steal. Mesher with the ball. Mesher for a clear break. Shot up and no good. Overlaid it. And now Reed City with it. And there's another case there, Gertzie, of just not being able to finish.
Got to finish at the hole. We're getting a lot of turnovers. We're getting a lot of fast breaks, but we're just not putting it down.
Looks like they're just now the ball out of bounds, and it will be Oriole basketball. Emma McKinley will check back into the Oriole lineup. On the court for Ludington right now, you have McKinley, Laird, Rohr, Mesher, and Bandstra.
Yeah, Ludington got away with an over-the-back, like a blatant over-the-back on the last possession, so it's something to watch here moving forward with Reed City's coach to see if he gets on the rest of that.
I totally concur with you, Gertzie. Yeah, that was... All right, Mesher, three-point attempt. God!
Good shot, Carly.
Carly Mesher. Nothing but net from three-point land. The Orioles needed that as they were in a scoring drought. And now Ludington leads 14-6 with 5:17 to go in the opening half.
She catches that ball ready to shoot.
There's a steal by the Orioles. Rohr with the steal. 3 Orioles, all on Malakinich there of the Reed City Coyotes. McKinley had it. Rohr. Shot up, no good. That was a nice pass there from Keelan Laird to her Wonder Twin Power twin, and couldn't get it to go, though. So here comes Reed City. 4:53 left in the second quarter. Ludington up 14-6. Malakinich with it. And now she'll give it up to Bowman. Bowman back to Malakinich, and now a foul is going to be called, I believe, on Abby Bandstra.
Yeah, that's not bad defense. They just got their feet a little tangled there when she went for a drive.
Olivia Lynn back into the Oriole lineup, and into the Coyote lineup, number 3, Kenzie Shoemaker. We want to send a shout out to Crown and Cork. They will be reopening on April 20th. Mark that on your calendars, folks. They're located at 502 West Loomis, right across from the Ludington Marina. That's Crown and Cork, reopening April 20th. Here's a three-point attempt, no good by Reed City. Ball is saved, however. Momentarily now goes out of bounds, and it will remain with the Coyotes. Eight-point Oriole lead, 14-6. Again, the Orioles led 11-2 at the end of the first quarter. Reed City with the basketball. Passes in. Malakinich, her shot up. Good. Christina Malakinich. She's got 6 of the Coyotes' 8 points. Ludington up 14-8. Mesher, go ahead.
We got to get a body on her.
Yep.
We got to make sure, even on an offensive rebounds, she's a tall, lanky girl, and she can definitely get that ball up quick.
Bandstra with it for the Orioles. Now to Mesher. Mesher will give it now to McKinley. Laird with it. Laird cross-court pass. Bandstra, she's going to go baseline. Shot up. God, Abby Bandstra kissing it off the glass.
She did a great job right there, jump stopping and not going in and getting a charge call on her and finishing at the hoop. Great job by Abby Bandstra there.
Orioles back up by 8, 16-8, 3:51 to go in the opening half. Look at this defense here by McKinley.
Swarming.
Look at Abby Bandstra's defense. We all know how good her defense is. And that goal out of bounds, and last touch they say by Mesher.
Yeah, that's great defense right there by the Orioles. Pressuring up top, forcing errant passes, but it looks like we got a hand on it. It's going to stay with Reed City here and see what they draw up here out of the baseline out of bounds.
Ryan Rohr and Annie Klein check back into the Oriole lineup. 3:39 to go. Second quarter, Ludington 16, Reed City 8. With the ball, number 5, Molly Bowman. Bowman will give it now to Paige Lofquist. Lofquist guarded there by Abby Bandstra. They'll swing it around now to Kylie Weck. Weck over to Alex Stein. Stein guarded there by McKinley. Now her pass. Oh, good save right there by Molly Bowman. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Ryan Rohr. Rohr will push the ball up to Abby Bandstra. Bandstra crossed court. McKinley McKinley now over to Annie Klein. Klein swings it to Abby Banstra. Banstra picks up her dribble, gives it to Keelan Laird. Near baseline, cross-court pass to McKinley, now to Klein at the top of the key to Laird. Laird, McKinley, she's open for three. She does not take the shot. Instead, she'll pass it over to Klein. Now to Banstra. Banstra's pass deflected. Now Banstra's going to pick up. That's an easy one for the official there, Gertzie.
Yeah, that was a frustration foul, but 2 times we caught the ball wide open for 3 and we didn't take the shot. I understand we're probably wanting to work inside out, but we got to take those shots if we get them. They were wide open, 2-3 feet.
All right, back into the Oriole lineup. Number 2, Riley Stone. She's a sophomore. She has her Pippi Longstocking look going tonight with those.
The Christy Start look.
Yeah, the what do you? Those are
Pigtails.
ponytails. Pigtails. Pigtails, not ponytails. I had a 50-50 chance and I blew it. Okay, 2:37 to go in the opening half. Ludington up 16-8. Reed City with the basketball. Lofquist has it. Now there's a tip and a steal. Stone with it. Let's see if Stone trying to push that ball up the court, and she draws the foul there, Gertzie.
She does so well in the defensive end, and then she turned defense into offense. Sometimes you just got to slow down a little bit. She got a little out of control, bailed out on a foul. But Riley Stone is a heck of a player.
He's got, Coach Stowe has those 3 sophomores who've seen a lot of playing time this year.
It's going to benefit them.
Exactly. Riley Stone, Emma McKinley, and Carly Mesher. And up right now, Hannah Glanville's up too. She was up late in the season. She's a sophomore. And freshman Jenna Skiba. The future of Ludington basketball for the girls. Okay, Annie Klein, 3-pointer. Oh, no good. Looked like that was right on line right there. Reed City with the basketball. 2:12 to go. Second quarter, Ludington up by 8, 16-8. Now there's a deflection there. Oh, they're going to call the foul there on McKinley, I believe.
Yeah, she may have got her on the arm right there on that high post entry. But good aggressiveness here by Emma McKinley.
That's the 5th team foul on Ludington. 3 team fouls on Reed City. 2:07 to go in the second quarter. Malakinich with the ball. Gives it back to Paige Lofquist. Now there's a travel right there. Ludington will get the ball back. I'd like to see the Orioles take at least a 10-point lead into the half, Gertzie.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice if we get a nice long possession here. Obviously not a 2-minute possession, but a possession where we get a post touch. And if we're open for 3, shoot the ball.
Gertzie, I don't know if you heard, but the Ludington girls team all at the Banstra's house last night. They were watching the Oriole Sports Network, tuned in, watching the Ludington Zeeland East boys game. And Coach Stowe, there's 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, Roar, up, no good. Fought for, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession error to Reed City.
I love the aggressiveness by Emma McKinley, catching the ball ready to shoot.
Got to love the team chemistry, though, the way they're together,
That's important.
Team building.
Especially once you get into districts. I mean, it's just building trust within your teammates and make sure that you're all on the same page. And those team dinners were always fun.
1:41 to go, opening half. Ludington up 16-8. Reed City with the basketball. Alex Stein with it. Now over to Lofquist. And Ludington's defense causing havoc. There's a steal. And McKinley will get the ball ahead now to Roar. Roar will slow things up. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, sweet.
Great pass.
Woo! Ryan Roar with a beautiful assist. Getting the basket, number 44, Keelan Laird. That was sweet.
That was great. Emma McKinley caught the ball in the wing, passed it down to Ryan Roar in the short corner, and then Ryan found Keelan cutting down Main Street there down the lane.
And the Oriole defense forces another Reed City turnover.
Yeah, that was a great possession by Ryan Roar and Emma McKinley working with Keelan Laird. That was pretty. That's great offense.
Number 23, Riley Schaefer, checks into the Reed City lineup. She is a senior. Got 1:15 to go in the opening half. The Orioles with a 10-point lead, 18-8. Big shout out to all the O's fans and everybody tuned in to the OSN and WMOM for tonight's game. Again, no live video. That is against MHSAA regulations in tournament play here in the state of Michigan. But you're still getting the live audio feed. 3-pointer up and off the mark there by Riley Stone. And coming away with it for the Coyotes, number 23. That's Riley Schaefer, but there's another steal by the Orioles. Again, that was McKinley. Now Klein has it. Klein cross-court pass to McKinley. 46 seconds to go, opening half. Ryan Roar with it inside to Keelan Laird. Back out on top, 3-pointer. God!
You know what
Right.
the best part about that
Yep.
possession is Riley Stone caught that ball after missing or airballing that first three, caught that ball with conviction and put that thing in the hole.
Right.
That was awesome.
It was awesome. Riley Stone with the 3, and Keelan Laird passed up a good shot for a great look there from
Absolutely.
Riley Stone, and it that tells you a lot there, Gertzie. You need to know, after an air ball by Riley Stone, she came right back. No hesitation whatsoever.
No fear, and that's confidence in a sophomore that's able to step in. A lot of people would grab that ball and wait in and pass it off, but Riley's got a little bit of her dad in her and wants to get that shot up. There's nothing wrong with that.
Riley. The Orioles up 21-8, 25 seconds to go in the opening half. Reed City with the basketball. With the ball, number 11, that's Paige Lofquist. Now over to Riley Schaefer. There's a steal. Annie Klein with it. 12 seconds the Orioles have to work with. Clock now down to 9 seconds. They'll give it up to Rohr. Rohr, 6 seconds.
Hit it.
Oh, ball goes out of bounds. Oh, Keelan Laird tried to find Carly Mesher over there and not able to put the clamps on that basketball right there. Wasn't the best of passes.
Yeah, it was a low pass, but that was
it was
grabbed.
yeah, definitely. It was catchable. 1.8 seconds to go. There's a steal. Rohr, shot up, and that was Keelan Laird who got the steal there, and she just missed a half-court shot,
That would've been
Gertzie.
nice.
That was right on line.
Hit the backboard
Oh,
off
my
the rim.
goodness.
That was pretty darn close.
Well, we're at the half here at Hawley Gym in this Division II semifinal district game. Ludington 21, Reed City 8 will return in 2 minutes here on the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned.
At Pure Marquette Builders, we build the home of your dreams without the headaches normally associated with home building. Fast, simple, and completely customized to fit your needs. Pure Marquette Builders builds beautiful modular homes in the Ludington and surrounding West Michigan communities. Please call Scott at 231-398-7463 to discuss your future projects. Pure Marquette Builders is proud to support Ludington Oriole Athletics. Go O's!
When you think about your banking needs, the first place that should come to mind is Safe Harbor Credit Union. We put people over profits and shows in everything we do. I'm Adam Johnson, President and CEO at Safe Harbor Credit Union and former Ludington Oriole athlete. We're excited to once again be the premier halftime show sponsor for the Oriole Sports Network. At Safe Harbor Credit Union, we always put the members first. And here, you're more than just a number, you're family. If you haven't experienced the credit union difference, there's never been a better time to switch. We value our relationships with these student athletes. You can find us in the stands cheering for that next win, or find us in your local classrooms teaching financial literacy. That's what we value, being the local financial institution you can trust with all of your banking needs. When you invest with us, all of your money will be invested locally with local decision making. Your success is our success. We belong to you. Check us out at our new location at 5511 West US 10 in Ludington. We can't wait to have you join our family.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Scoop Hansen, Kyle Grzinski, Braden Kronline, the Oriole Sports Network in conjunction with WMOM. Also, we got our executive director, executive producer here, Thad Shank. And tomorrow his boys will be at Mason County Central taking on Mason County Central. And that game will start at 7 o'clock. The varsity will be on streaming on the Oriole Sports Network at 5:30 for the JV game, and then 7 o'clock OSN will be in collaboration with WMOM Radio. Orioles up 21-8 at the half over the Reed City Coyotes. Ludington outscored the Coyotes 10-6 in that second quarter after outscoring them 11-2 in the opening 8 minutes of play. That's where we stand right now, 21-8. Scoring for the Orioles, 3 points for Riley Stone, 4 for Ryan Rohr, 2 for Abby Banstra, 3 for Emma McKinley, 3 for Carly Mesher, and 6 for Keelan Laird. For the Coyotes, 6 points for Christina Malakinich and 2 points for Kylie Weck. And right now we're going to step aside and listen to the Safe Harbor. In fact, first things first, we got to give Safe Harbor Credit Union some love. They are our exclusive halftime show sponsor, Safe Harbor Credit Union, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. And now we're going to step aside and listen to the interview I did recently with Ludington Oriole Hannah Glanville. She's our player in the spotlight. When we return, more of the halftime show here on the OSN and WMOM. Stay tuned. Welcome, folks, to the Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight for tonight's game, and that player is Hannah Glanville. Hannah is a sophomore, and she wears jersey number 30. I almost said 15 again. That's your JV number. Hannah wears jersey number 30 with the varsity, 15 with the JVs. She plays the guard position. And first off, Hannah, I want to ask you, what does it mean to you being up playing on the varsity as a sophomore?
For me, it's just a great honor, and I think it's really good to help challenge me and get me ready, prepared for varsity next year full time.
You have to love that 5-quarter rule. I know Coach Warren Stowe does. It has enabled him to bring yourself and also Jenna Skiba up to get some playing time within the last 3 weeks up on the varsity.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of the game?
For me, definitely defense. I like just being active and energized and communicating on the defensive end, being ready to get that steal and just hopping and always moving.
So you feel that's probably your strongest attribute as well, playing defense?
Yeah, I would say defense and also communicating on the court, especially on the JV team this year. I've been a huge communicator.
What does it mean to you, Hannah, being a Ludington Oriole basketball player?
For Ludington Oriole basketball, I think a big part of it is active and energized, especially this year for the team. We all want to be moving and hopping, and you can see, especially on varsity, everyone's always moving.
Your brother Jack played on Ludington's state runner-up team back in 2017.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you looking back on that? How cool was that your brother played on that Class B state runner-up team? Do you remember obviously going to some of his games?
Yeah, it was really fun to watch them, especially make it that far. And he wasn't a starter on the team, but Coach Shang talked to him, and he played a role. And it showed that, even if you're not a main scorer or a starter, you can still play a role on the team with communicating and bringing the energy.
He definitely did, because each and every one of those players on that team, whether they didn't get a lot of playing time or whether they did, they all knew their roles, and they all played a huge part in that memorable season, that run to the Breslin Center into the state championship game where they faced New Haven. And what an incredible season. I still look back on it, and I still get goosebumps when I talk about it. It was amazing. Your favorite restaurant in Ludington and why, Hannah?
I would say Applebee's, just because it's a place where everyone goes to hang out and you can be with friends and have fun.
A favorite sports movie of yours?
Definitely Remember the Titans. All-time favorite right there.
Good movie. In fact, a great movie. Your hobbies?
When I'm not playing basketball, I'm doing tennis or working out or just hanging out with friends.
A favorite class and teacher at Ludington High?
I'd say chemistry this year has been my favorite class, and that's with Coach Warren Stowe. So that's really fun to have him as a teacher and a coach, and it's just really fun. We do a lot of labs in there, and it's good kids in that class.
What would you say is the one thing that you like best about playing for Coach Warren Stowe?
I like how he disciplines us, but also allows us to have fun with the sport, because the whole thing is you're in high school, so have fun with what you're doing. And it's also the younger girls looking up can see that we're having fun, so they're going to want to stay in the program.
Super. Your plans for spring sports?
I'm doing tennis this year, and I'm going to be on varsity. I was on varsity last year, and I'm hoping for the 1 single spot this year.
What did you play last year?
I was 2 singles last year.
That's pretty awesome for a freshman player, playing 2 singles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt on that. And your coach is?
Coach Larry Brown.
Yeah, Coach, I hear from Coach Brown quite a bit. He gives me input for the Oriole Sports Network page. I wanted to ask you a role model you have, or a person that you admire or look up to, or role models.
For basketball, I'd say I'm a huge Milwaukee Bucks fan. So I look up to Giannis Antetokounmpo on that team and Bobby Portis, because he's not the biggest scorer, but he's played a role so much, especially this year and going to the championship last year with him. Every time he's on the court, his eyes get all wide and he's really energized. It's super fun to watch him play.
Okay. You may have a future as a sports broadcaster. The way you pronounced his name, I was pretty impressed with that. So you just mentioned your role models. And anybody watching, Hannah, or listening to tonight's broadcast, you want to say hello to?
I'd say hi to my grandparents and to my brother who might be watching.
Well, thanks, Hannah, and congratulations on being the Safe Harbor Credit Union Ludington Oriole player in the spotlight for tonight's game. Wish you and your teammates all the best. Go get 'em O's.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Scoop Hansen, Kyle Gerzinski, Braden Kronline, the OSN, and WMOM bringing you tonight's Division II district basketball game, district semifinal basketball game from Hawley Gym, the Ludington Orioles and the Reed City Coyotes. Again, we're doing everything we normally do, except it's not a live video feed tonight. That's against regulations once tournament time begins. We want to thank Safe Harbor Credit Union, our exclusive halftime show sponsor, where your success is our success. We belong to you. Visit them at 5511 US 10 in Ludington, or give them a call, 843-2323, Safe Harbor Credit Union. Now, Gertzy's hoping to be with me Friday. We're hoping to be back here Friday, right where we're at right now, and having our Ludington Orioles taking on either the Big Rapids Cardinals or the Cadillac Vikings.
Yep.
Ludington's got another half, though, and they got a 21-8 lead right now. They're going to need to hold Reed City off. Tomorrow, myself and Braden will be with Julia at Mason County Central. Meant to ask that if he's going to have a color commentary. If you had anybody lined up to do color commentary with me, the Orioles and the Spartans in boys basketball, and that'll be a live audio and video feed on the OSN and WMOM for the varsity game. And then Monday we'll be at Manistee for the boys district opener. That is a district quarterfinal game.
What time's that game at?
And that'll be a 7 o'clock start. Okay. The Orioles will be taking on the Reed City Coyotes in boys basketball. Reed City boys 13-6 the last I checked. Ludington boys 11-8. So we're ready here for the second half. What do you think Coach Warren Stowe said to his girls at the intermission?
A lot of it's continue what you're doing. Make sure that you're feeding the Twin Towers down low. Take your shots when you get them and make them, and then let's continue to press and make sure we're getting our 1-2-2 full court press ready to go. And looks like the second game is the teams from the second game are walking.
It looked like the Cadillac
right
players girls just came in, and the Ludington student section was giving them some grief, or at least trying to. Okay, we've started play up here in the third quarter. Carly Mesher with the basketball. Mesher gets a pick right there, a screen, I should say, from Stone to try to get the ball in. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Reed City basketball. They were trying to get that ball to Roar, and Stone also had a chance at it, but was unable to get the ball in her hands, and now Reed City on the possession. There's a deflection. Ryan Roar getting her arms up right there, deflects the ball, and now Mesher has it. Roar has it once again. It's like a hot potato. Abby Banstra, her pass knocked out of bounds right there. Boy, these girls, both teams are doing a great job clogging the passing lanes, aren't they, Gertz?
Absolutely. We got to do a better job on that transition there to attack the rim and get people going to the rim instead of fanning out and shooting.
What do we delay a game? What was that all about, Gertzy?
Yeah, I think what happened was, so if you run the baseline and you go out of bounds and you're the first one to touch the ball when you come back in, it's a turnover.
I see. Okay. There are strict rules on that because sometimes you can't run the baseline, I think, right? I mean, they'll call it travel on you, right?
If it's a dead ball that goes out of bounds, you can't move. If it's off of a basket, you can run the baseline.
And the officials are usually pretty good at letting
they let you know
the player who is inbounding. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have the hardest times with the simplest.
I'll just be the peanut butter to your
words.
jelly. It's all right.
All right, Ludington up 21-8, 7:02 to go in this third quarter with the ball for the Coyotes. 25, Kylie Weck. Weck, now her pass intercepted there by Mesher, and now we have a timeout called by Oriole coach Warren Stowe. No scoring so far. We're 1 minute and 5 seconds into this third quarter. A timeout on the floor. Ludington up 21-8, and it is a 30-second timeout. So we're going to stay here. Gertzy, tell them, give some love to Miss Jen.
Yeah, so the new sock donation. March is National Athletic Training Month, and this year's theme is providing health care everywhere during March Spectrum Health Foundation. Ludington Hospital is partnering with the Ludington area schools and the Ludington Hospital certified athletic trainer Jen Mraz to provide athletic socks to student athletes of all types. So please donate new socks by placing them in the drop boxes in Ludington High School, at the main office, the athletic office, or the athletic trainer's office. Socks of all type are welcome, whether athletic, dress, or winter socks. We are looking for all types, sizes, and styles. Socks will be distributed by the LHS Teen Resource Center to students of all ages. So make sure you get your socks and donate them.
Just talking to Todd Galnick there, the color commentary man and sometimes play-by-play man for Cadillac Radio. Him and Bill Barnett, a couple of really great guys. Always enjoy seeing the Cadillac Radio team. Okay, we're back to play here. Stone, she loses the ball, then it goes out of bounds, and we're going to have a foul called?
Yeah.
I think they're going to call it on Mesher. So.
Yeah, I think Carly got her across the arm there with a little loose ball. I'm sure she's not going to be happy with it, but chin up, move on.
Ludington up 21-8. The Orioles outscored the Coyotes 11-2 in the opening 8 minutes of play and 10-6 in the second quarter. And that's where we stand right now. No scoring thus far in this third quarter. We're about a minute and 40 seconds into the second half. Reed City with the ball. That's Weck with it. Weck, little jumper there from the baseline. Good. Kylie Weck with a little 4-footer right there and gets the basket. Ludington up 21-10. So far in this game, only 2 scorers for Reed City. They are Christina Malakinich and Kylie Weck. There's a shot up by Laird, no good. Rebound by Ryan Rohr. Offensive rebound by Rohr, and she gets the putback.
She does such a good job. When Reed City comes down with the ball, she doesn't give up on it. She goes in there and just rips it out.
Now there's a deflection by Mesher, but Reed City will get the ball back, and now it's going to be a palming violation. No, is it over, back, or palming?
I think he called it over and back.
Yep, you're right. I think so.
That was great defense there by Carly Mesher to get in that passing lane. When they tried to get the ball to the middle, she came through, got a hand on that ball to create the turnover.
Kenzie Shoemaker checks into the Reed City lineup. The Orioles up 23-10, 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Riley Stone with the ball for Ludington. Stone to Abby Banstra. They'll work it inside. A little too much right there. Intended for Ryan Rohr. She got one. I think she got the tip of her index finger on that, Gertzie.
Yeah, it looks like she was held a little bit on that pass,
yeah,
too.
it looked like she was... Looked like there was an impediment there.
Yeah, there was one arm that couldn't move.
And I think it was a Reed City Coyote. Okay, 5:27 now left in the third quarter. Orioles playing that aggressive defense they're known for, and it forces a turnover. Ryan Rohr with the ball. Ryan Rohr still with it, and she tried to bounce pass right there to get it over to Stone. And what do we have here? They're saying that Stone received the ball, but she was out of bounds. And something to take note of there, Gertzie. It looked like Abby Banstra got up rather gingerly.
Yeah, she got up a little slow here on the far end, but she says she's okay. She's going to stay in the game here and get up in her normal defensive position.
You can see Coach Warren Stowe talking to her, and she was just waving him off. I'm fine, Coach. I'm fine. Okay, 5:12 to go, third quarter. Reed City with the basketball. Paige Lofquist has it. Lofquist guarded by Stone. She'll take it to the hoop. Up, no good. Rebound to Carly Mesher. Taken away, however. Actually, it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow to Reed City.
Yeah, that was a quick jump ball call right there off a rebound. But Carly's doing a good job being aggressive, getting her hands on the ball on the defensive end, and then you've got to turn that into offense and rip that out.
All right, 5:02 to go. Reed City with the basketball. This is the third quarter. Kylie Weck has it. Weck now, a ball goes out of bounds and ends up with in Coach Tim Belfuse's hands. So it'll be Oriole basketball. You know what was one of the great things about last night, Gertzie? Is seeing some of the players I used to enjoy watching when I was like in 7th, 8th, 9th grade, when I was a sophomore at the game last night at Zeeland East. So it just shows you that not only the Oriole fans here from Ludington travel well, but Oriole fans from all around the state, they come and support their Orioles. Kevin Poodle Johnson was there. Good to see Poodle, 1981 Class B All-Stater, and one of Ludington's 9 1,000-point scorers. In fact, he's in 5th place. There's a nice move by Laird, no good. Olivia Lind, and she's going to draw the foul. Good work on the boards right there. But it was getting to seeing Poodle Johnson, Tom Anderson, Adam Beaker, all basketball players at Ludington. Terry Lehman was happy seeing them. He's good friends with all of those guys. And Tom Belahowski was also there. Good seeing Tommy B.
Yeah, Tommy could really hit a baseball, I can tell you that. But that's
and
one
a
thing
softball.
One that Thad always said, right? Tradition never graduates.
Exactly.
We always come back.
Yep. Yeah, you mentioned Tommy. He hit a legendary home run at Stokely, which is now Stokely Diamond, and it supposedly landed on the infield of Diamond 3.
That's a poke.
That is a poke. Olivia Lynn's first free throw, good. Second shot, also good. 2 points, 2 free throws there for Olivia Lynn. Ludington up 25-10. And, of course, Tommy is in the state softball Hall of Fame as well.
That's right. Heck of a ball.
Yep. All right, Reed City on the attack. And there's a pass right there with it is Bowman. Bowman now over to Malakinich, and then ending up with it for the Orioles is Keelan Laird. She'll outlet it now to Ryan Rohr. Rohr to Banstra. Banstra will go near baseline. Nice pass inside. Getting the bucket, Ryan Rohr. But that was all set up by Abby Banstra. A beautiful pass there by Banstra. And the Orioles now out to a 27-10 lead. 4:14 to go in the third quarter. We're going to see her timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We're going to step aside. You are listening to the Orioles Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned, O's fans.
Hey everyone, this is Trent Lundquist from Lundquist Furniture. We've been serving West Michigan since 1940. We're here to serve you guys as a full-blown furniture store. So we have mattresses, we have recliners, we have dining room tables, anything that you would need to furnish your house, we have it. And we provide one of the best services around on the west side of Michigan. We will go anywhere in the whole state of Michigan. We will deliver it, we'll service it, we'll take care of you. I just want to appreciate you guys for being customers of ours, and we're here to serve you, and that's what we do. We're here for the Orioles. We're here for the Cardinals. We're here for the Spartans. We're proud to be a sponsor of this Orioles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. Scoop Hansen, Kyle Grzinski, Braden Kronline, the Orioles Sports Network in conjunction with WMOM. Ludington 27, Reed City 10. 4:14 left in this third quarter. This is a Division II district semifinal matchup. The winner of this game will play the winner of tonight's later game between Big Rapids and Cadillac for the Division II district championship here Friday night at Hawley at 7 p.m. Now we have a foul called on Keelan Laird.
Yeah, I always love district basketball. You lose and you're out. There's so much more intensity. Just everything that you invested all the way through the year to get to this point.
Second season, March Madness, Gertzie.
It's awesome. March Madness is the best.
Ludington, three teams that are remaining, the only common opponent is Cadillac. The only team Ludington has played. They lost to them back here at Hawley. Cadillac handled our girls pretty well here just a few weeks back. Did not play Reed City, did not play Big Rapids this regular season. Okay, Ludington up right now, 27-10, 3:47 to go in the third quarter. Reed City with the basketball. This Oriole defense is just tenacious. All right, there's a shot. Foul going to be called there on Keelan Laird. So she picks up two quickies in a span of about 15 seconds.
Yeah, you never want to see that with your big girl there, and you want to make sure that having three fouls, you got to think that she's probably going to come take a seat for the rest of this quarter. And save her for the fourth. But we got a nice lead here at 17 points. Hopefully they don't break into it too much further.
Free throw is up and no good by Kenzie Shoemaker. That's Riley Stone checking into the Oriole lineup. She got Stone out there now with Lynn, Banstra, Rohr, and Klein. Got a timeout on the floor. 3:38 remaining in this third quarter. And right now, I'd like to send a shout out to the Ludington High School, the LHS varsity sideline cheerleaders, coached by Jennifer Schamel and assisted by Emma Klein. The cheerleaders are Sophia Grierson, Gabby Hockenberger, Avery Reed, Aaron Rosbach, Sam Hansen, Abby Fay, Grace Schamel, Haley Korendike, Nadia Grierson, Vanessa Madel, Katie Rangel, Brooklyn Smith, Katie Karboski, and Jasmine Gillis. We would like to send an OSN Bravo Zulu salute out to those LHS varsity sideline cheerleaders for all their hard work and the way they bring the spirit and get the fans all fired up.
Yeah, they do a great job. They make a huge difference there on the sidelines. And sometimes it's a thankless job that they're doing, but I can tell you right now, from a player's perspective, we always appreciated them and the support that they brought.
Okay, at the free throw line, Kenzie Shoemaker, her second attempt is up, and it is no good. Rebound, Olivia Lynn. Lynn will give the ball up now to Rohr, and you were right on there. Coach Stowe wasted no time. He got Keelan out of there to give her a breather and also to rest her for a bit with those three fouls. Okay, Banstra with it now, over to McKinley. Emma McKinley now, and she'll give it up in a traveling violation. Ludington is the defending Division II district champions in this district. Gertzie, they defeated Cadillac last year, and that was something the Orioles for a number of years had Cadillac deep in their kitchen.
Yep. You always had Cadillac and Manistee always had really good teams back in the day that Ludington would always come up against. But
oh my
we
gosh,
have a good program as well. I mean, you had those Cot girls back at Manistee that were good players.
Well, I remember some Manistee players, a traveling violation on Reed City. Back in the 80s, Ludington had some great girls basketball teams. One of my classmates and a good friend of mine, Nan Gillespie, a two-time All-Stater, first Oriole 1,000-point girl scorer.
That's impressive.
She was on some great Ludington girls teams. They just couldn't get past Manistee. Manistee was winning state championships back then, and they had the likes of Michelle Crudy, who was Miss Michigan. Look at that move by Riley Stone.
Great drive there by Riley. Just took it into the lane, went up, didn't get a charge call on her. Good control. Nice finish.
Crudy, Jana Mitchell, Lynette Munson. I can name off, rattle off a few of those Chippewa names from the 80s. There's a steal, Riley Stone with it. Stone on the way into the hoop, and she's going to be clobbered. Oh, my goodness. Reed City got their money's worth on that one.
Yeah, you can see that coming with all three of them trailing Riley, and she went up, and she got clobbered by all three.
Look how quickly she jumped back up, though.
She's wiry. She's good.
They give the foul there to Christina Malakinich. Orioles up 29-10, 2:42 to go in the third quarter. Stone's first free throw, no good.
Yeah, let's see if we continue to press here. We almost have a 20-point lead if we make this free throw, and see if we get into that 1-2-2, or if we're going to drop back and do a girl-to-girl defense and see what kind of pressure Coach Stowe draws up here.
Second attempt up and good. Riley Stone gets one of two free throws. She has 6 points in the game. The Orioles with a 20-point lead, 30-10. 2:36 to go, third quarter. There's another deflection. However, Reed City will get the ball right back. Christina Malakinich. Now it ends up in the hands of Paige Lofquist. Lofquist will give it now. Molly Bowman, her shot deflected there by Ryan Rohr.
Yeah, that was a great block by Ryan. She covered a lot of ground when she was closing out on that three-point shot.
All right, with the ball for Reed City, Christina Malakinich. And now she'll give it to Paige Lofquist. Lofquist being harassed there by Riley Stone. And now a foul is going to be called on Stone. She got I think one bump too many there.
Yeah, that was a pretty good defense, but Reed City kept bumping into her at the same time, so that really could have gone both ways. I think Riley does a good job of being hands-off when she's pressuring the ball on defense, and that's a lost art in basketball. And if you have a player that can do that, you can set any defense you want.
Gertrude, we always say the toughest call for an official is whether it's charging or blocking, but another thing has got to be when a player is playing defense against an offensive player and really ride them that close. And you get a lot of embellishing too, don't you? By both the offensive and the defensive player.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of times you'll see a player throw their head back, but at the same time, it's so hard to play ball-to-ball or on-ball defense.
Malakinich there, shot's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Reed City Coyotes, and Ryan Rohr will trigger the ball in for Ludington. She wears number 5. 1:46 to go in the third quarter. 20-point Oriole lead, 30-10. Annie Klein now gives it up to Ryan Rohr. Rohr will bring it up on the dribble drive. Oh, nice snare there by Olivia Lynn. That ball was heading out of bounds. Lynn draws the foul right there. Boy, when Olivia Lynn gets that ball down in close like that, she can be lethal.
Yeah, she's so big. She finishes really well left-handed and takes her to the line. She makes her free throws pretty well to add to boot.
Her dad was a very talented ball player for Muskegon. Reese Puffer was a teammate of Mark Hughes's.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Lynn's first free throw, no good. We want to send a shout out to Benedict's Auto Center and Mike Benedict, providing the best in auto body repairing and painting since the 40s. Benedict's Auto Center would like to remind you to exercise extra caution on the road as Olivia Lynn takes her second free throw, and it's no good. Rebound, Rohr. Rohr. Oh, that was an extremely quick jump there, Gertzie. Boy, that might be the quickest held ball, jump ball I've seen all season long there.
Yeah, this ref had that earlier today. He's got a quick draw on his jump balls. That's something, if you see him scouting, just know that when you're coming in, he calls a quick jump ball. It's like 1 second. And
the one good thing is possession error to our Orioles. Yep. All right, Stone will get a little bit too far. She tried to get that ball into Olivia Lynn. Reed City now.
Great.
We had a great angle on that. Carolee Mesher takes one for the team right there, but you can see the Reed City ball dribbler right there basically putting her elbow right into Carly's midsection right there. Carly went down like a sack of potatoes.
Carly did a great job sprinting back to get in position and didn't worry about riding her on defense. She got back, got to the position, take the hit.
Ludington
That was
up.
impressive.
Yeah, it was. It was impressive. Oriole basketball. Orioles are up 30-10. 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Emma McKinley ahead to Carly Mesher. Mesher on the dribble. Now she'll give it up to Stone. Olivia Lynn. Lynn has the ball poked away, and here comes Paige Lofquist of Reed City. Now we're going to have another offensive foul. Carly Mesher, 2 in a row, Gertzie. And was that the same player from Reed City, too?
It may have been.
I don't know.
I don't agree with the second one as much as I did the first one, but heck of a job by Carly Mesher getting back, taking the hit. Her feet were moving a little bit on that one. But
I'm pretty sure it was the same Reed City player that drew both of those.
yeah, because now she's got 4 fouls.
Yep, both of those charges right
Great
there.
job by
and
Carly Mesher.
both Carly Mesher. How often do you see that?
That's when
that
you know
quickly.
you got a teammate that's willing to sacrifice their body and go to war with you.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Orioles up 30-10, 1:03 to go in the third quarter. Emma McKinley with the ball. OSN, WMOM with you tomorrow from Mason County Central, 5:30. There's a nice move by Stone. Good! Riley Stone. She was not going to be denied there.
That was great. She caught the ball. She
Yep.
ripped it
Whirled right
through
around.
and just took it straight to the hoop
Exactly.
and finished smooth.
Caught the ball, whirled around Gertzie, and she was heading to that hoop for 2 points.
She did a great job.
Yep.
Straight line.
Yep. Again, OSN, WMOM with you tomorrow from Mason County Central. We'll be live streaming the boys JV game at 5:30. We should be on here around 5:28. And for the varsity game, live streaming both on OSN and WMOM. So you can watch the game. You can watch it on video, and you can also listen to it, and it'll also be on YouTube. Just look up Oriole Sports Network. 27 seconds to go. Full timeout called by Coach Warren Stowe. Ludington 32, Reed City 10. You are listening to the Oriole Sports Network and WMOM. Stay tuned, those fans.
Welcome to Crown and Cork, Ludington's only waterfront kitchen and bar. We invite you to come and experience our casual fine dining with little wait. We feature craft cocktails and an extensive wine selection. Our seasonally changing menu showcases a variety of influences, but highlights what the Great Lakes and Mason County farmers have to offer. Bring your entire family. We encourage your children to explore our play area while waiting for food from our kid-approved menu. We're open Tuesday through Thursday from 4:30 to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturdays from 4:30 to 10 p.m. We're located at 502 West Loomis across from the Ludington Marina. Dueling pianos are here once per month. Check our Facebook page for more details and for this month's specials. We look forward to seeing you at Crown and Cork soon.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym, Ludington 32, Reed City 10. We're in the third quarter. Again, we want to thank Benedict's Auto Center. They would like to remind you to exercise extra caution, but if you do end up with a scrape, if you're in a fender bender, or if you suffer major collision damage, give Benny a call, 231-613-4111. Benedict's Auto Center, 1742 US 10 between Ludington and Scottville. All right, Ludington with the ball. Ryan Rohr has it. 20 seconds to go. Mesher now to Stone. They'll work it to Olivia Lynn, and she'll give it now in the bounce pass to McKinley, to Mesher, back to McKinley. 11 seconds to go. Let's see what Coach Warren Stowe has drawn up. Rohr with it, stops and pops, up, no good. Rebound, Reed City. 3 seconds to go in this third quarter, 2 seconds, and there's a desperation shot. It's going to be well short. At the end of 3 from Hawley Gym in this Division II district semifinal game, your score, the Ludington Orioles 32, the Reed City Coyotes 10. Back in 60 seconds here on the OSN and WMOM.
House of Flavors Manufacturing has been producing and distributing quality ice cream since 1937. The company is a contract manufacturer of private label ice cream for some of the premier food store brands, as well as a provider of premium bulk ice cream for scoop shops and restaurants around the United States. For the 220 dedicated workers, employment at House of Flavors Manufacturing is worthwhile work as it brings fun and joy into people's daily lives and important celebrations. The business is always striving to make people smile while enjoying its delicious ice cream. House of Flavors Manufacturing is pleased to be an important corporate citizen and premier employer in the Ludington community. Yummy House of Flavors ice cream, sold around the world, is made right here in Ludington. House of Flavors Manufacturing is proud to help keep our hometown dynamic. You can learn more about House of Flavors Manufacturing at www.houseofflavors.com.
Welcome back to Hall A Gym. Ludington 32, Reed City 10. We have begun play here in the fourth quarter. Scoop Hansen, the Oriole play-by-play man, along with Kyle Grzinski on the color commentary, and we have Braden Kronline, our OSN WMOM technical engineer. Ludington just forced another turnover, and the Orioles outscored Reed City 11-2 in that third quarter, just like they outscored them 11-2 in the opening quarter. And in the in-between, in the second quarter, Ludington three-pointer there, Abby Banstra.
Great shot from the corner. She caught that ball ready to shoot, and we're still in our 1-2-2 full court press.
Orioles up 35-10. Banstra now with 5 points on the ball game. And I was mentioning Ludington outscored Reed City 11-2 in the first, 11-2 in the third, and 10-6 in that second quarter. They led 21-8 at the half, and they're up right now 35-10.
Yeah, if you could just keep coasting on this lead right now, let's get nobody hurt, and let's finish this game so we can get into Friday's district championship game. But you can never count your chickens before they hatch. There's still 7 minutes left in this game.
Exactly, Gertzy. Okay, Reed City with the basketball. And again, as I mentioned last night during the telecast, the OSN WMOM telecast from Zeeland East, big week of Ludington basketball, both for the girls and boys teams.
Yeah, this is a fun time of year,
Yep.
Scoop.
March Madness, what it's all about. There's a putback and give the basket to Reed City's number 5, Molly Bowman. Of course, we had the game last night at Zeeland East tonight, the girls in their district opener against Reed City. Tomorrow at Mason County Central for the Battle of Mason County against Spartans and the Orioles. There's a shot put up by Lynn Short. Roar with the rebound. Quite a tussle there for the ball. And that was one where the jump ball was quite a delay on that one.
Yeah, there was a little bit of delay, so there was a tussle.
Yeah.
You got two refs that are exact opposite.
Yep.
Quick jump ball and then one that lets you back.
And Gertzy, if the Orioles hold on to this lead, they're up 35-12 right now. They will play Friday to defend their Division II district championship that they won last year. They'll play either Cadillac or Big Rapids, and I look forward to sticking around and watching that second game.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to defend the Den here, or the Hawley Gymnasium, and got to make sure that we're ready for them come Friday, whoever our opponent is.
That championship game will be at 7 p.m. with the tip-off. And if we're there, and it's looking really good right now, we'll be on to the pregame about 6:45 on the OSN and WMOM. Again, that will be just a live audio feed. Look at that. Deflected right back to Roar. Now she's fouled. How often do you see that, Gertzy? Where Roar was passing the ball right there. The ball deflected right back to her. She goes in for the shot, and she's fouled. And
that's a good fast twitch muscle right there. Catch that and go up.
Good, quick reflexes, yes. Yeah. You had that as a baseball player, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I had to.
All right. Roar's first free throw, no good. Jocelyn Austin checks into the Oriole lineup. She's number 12. She's a senior, seeing her first action of this ball game.
It's always good to get seniors in here. You
Yep.
never know when your last time you're going to play basketball is, so it's good to see her get in the game.
The boys will have their district opener on Monday at Manistee against the Reed City Coyotes.
I'm excited to watch them play as well.
All right, Roar's second attempt. Up and short, no good. Tipped by Lynn, and Austin comes away with it. That's the type of player Jocelyn Austin is, always hustling.
Absolutely. That was a great rebound by Jocelyn. See if she'll get rewarded here.
Banstra with it now. She's at the free throw line. Back to Olivia Lynn. Lynn down the paint, shot up, no good. Oh, she almost got, it's going to be called for the travel right there. All that work there and hitting the deck for nothing.
Little out of control. We got the travel there, and looks like we're still in our press here with about 6 minutes to go in the game.
Look at that. Abby Banstra. Is that going to be a jump? Yes, jump ball. Possession arrow to Reed City. Hey, we want to thank McGee Insurance Group, your number one Oriole fans. Auto Owners Insurance Group, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the McGee Insurance Group in Ludington today or at www.mcgeeins.com. McGee Insurance Group, proud to support Ludington area school sports. There's a drive, and there's a basket. Give that one to number 24, Christina Malakinich. She leads the Coyotes with 8 points. Ludington up 35-14. Annie Klein with the ball. Klein has the ball taken away there by Casey Taryn. Taryn still with it. Now her pass deflected, and now it's taken right away by 25 had it, Kylie Weck, and then Ryan Rohr took it away from her.
Yeah, Ryan does a good job ripping the ball out when she gets her hands on it. She's a strong girl.
All right, Abby Banstra now with the ball. She'll dish it over to Jocelyn Austin. Jocelyn loses it, gets it back. Now Jocelyn, it's deflected again. Jocelyn fighting for it. Out of bounds, and it's going to look at that hustle again by Jocelyn Austin. I can't say enough about her hustle. She forced the Reed City defender right there to go after the ball as well, and it goes off Reed City, and it's Ludington basketball.
Yeah, those are the type of players that energize you, man. There's like a catalyst on the team. She does a great job getting everybody going.
Annie Klein with the ball, and now she's going to be fouled. We want to thank Smith & Eddy Insurance, our exclusive post-game sponsor. And again, our post-game show is going to be very short tonight, folks, because we got a couple of radio teams going to be getting in here. So we're only going to give you the final score, the scoring by quarters, and the individual scoring. No interview with Coach Warren Stowe. I promised him if his team could get through tonight, I'd try to give him a couple extra minutes on Friday. I think we can do that.
Yeah.
He said,
I'm sure Coach Stowe would like that.
He said, sure thing, Scoop. Sounds great. Annie Klein's free throw is up and no good. Rebound fought for, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Oriole basketball. Again, folks, Smith & Eddy Insurance covering all of the Lakeshore, a caring business foremost in insurance and community support. For peace of mind, let Smith & Eddy handle all of your insurance needs. Into the Reed City lineup, number 3, Kenzie Shoemaker. On the court right now for the Orioles, you've got Jocelyn Austin, Ryan Rohr, Olivia Lynn, Carly Mesher, and Abby Banstra. The Orioles up 35-14. 4:42 left in the game. Mesher on the dribble drive. Now she'll pass it to Rohr inside Lynn. Lynn's shot no good. I think she was a little bit too far underneath the basket there, Gertzie.
Yeah, that was a good possession, though. That was a good swing over to Banstra and good post entry there.
There's another turnover. Carly Mesher, she'll push the ball up to Abby Banstra. Abby now, nice pass to Lynn. Lynn shot blocked, a lot of contact there. Boy, Olivia Lynn goes down on the deck right there, and the official said it was a clean block.
Yeah, that was close. It looked like a lot of ball, but it may have gotten a little body too, and then she comes down and gets a foul on her own. So that's pretty tic-tac. She's probably pretty frustrated right now.
That's when you see calls like that. That's as a coach and as a player, you got to be frustrated because you see down at the other end all kinds of contact.
Yeah.
And hey, they let it go, I mean, at times. But then you come down this way and you get a ticky-tack one against you.
You got to keep your head in it, too. You don't want to continue to falter if your calls aren't going your way.
There's a deflection, and Mesher has the basketball. 4:01 to go in the game. Jocelyn Austin now with it. Austin loses the ball. Reed City with it, and that's Molly Bowman. And she'll give it up, and the shot overlaid there by Casey Tarrin. Put back, no good. A third put back and a block there by Ryan Rohr.
Yeah, we're getting to the end of the game here, and I know Olivia Lynn's frustrated with those last couple fouls, but her body language isn't the best right now. You can just tell that she's frustrated that she's not getting the calls, and she's getting calls against her.
All right, Lynn, Austin trying to get the ball there to Lynn, and Reed City has it on the turnover. We want to thank Urca Auto Center, Mason County's only locally owned new car dealer, serving Mason County for the past 4 generations. Urca Auto Center, your one place to shop for all of your automotive needs. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. Without you sponsors, we could not do what we do with the Oriole Sports Network. Into the Oriole lineup, number 42, Delaney Williams. She is a junior. She's out there now, and Keelan Laird returns. You got Rohr out there, Banstra, and Mesher as well. At the free throw line for Reed City, number 5, Molly Bowman. First free throw is good.
Banks it in.
That's what I tell people all the time. You know, during bowling, sometimes you get just a really messy Brooklyn strike. I said it looks like it was a thunderous strike right in the pocket for a right-hander. Same thing on a shot off the bank on a free throw like there. It's not the prettiest, but it looks the same as a...
Same in the scorebook.
Yep. All right, misses the second one. So Ludington now up 35-15. 20-point Oriole lead. 3 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, this is when you work on some set pieces that could potentially help you down the road. Make sure you're setting your offense and get some good shots off of it.
Keelan Laird in the paint. And now look at Laird fighting for it there. She gets it to Banstra. Good job by Laird keeping that ball alive. Now Rohr with it. Again, we're back with you tomorrow at Mason County Central Boys Basketball. We'll be covering the JV and varsity game. JV set to start at 5:30, the varsity at 7 o'clock. Ludington and Mason County Central, the battle for Mason County in boys basketball. And then on Friday, we'll be right back here at Hawley. The Ludington Orioles 16-5 will be taking on either the Cadillac Vikings or the Big Rapids Cardinals for a district championship, trying to defend their district championship from last year.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, talking about the boys, you're always excited to play Scottville, but that's just got to get them ready for their district game,
which will be Monday.
And then the girls, hopefully, we finish this out, which looks like we are, and get ready for that district final game on Friday.
Yeah, three-pointer up, no good there by Reed City. Ludington will play Reed City in boys basketball on Monday at Manistee, and that's going to be a 7 p.m. start. So we should be on the air at 6:45 with the House of Flavors pregame show. And then, we'll have the PM Builder starting lineup coming your way just prior to tip-off. Ludington and Reed City. Ludington right now 11-8 on the season, and Reed City currently 13-6 in boys basketball.
Yeah, it feels good to win district on your home court, but I can tell you if you're going to win district at another place for boys basketball, no better place to do it than Manistee.
Oh, I totally agree with you, Gertzie. 20-point Oriole lead, 35-15, 1:34 to go. Coach Warren Stowe wants and gets a timeout. It's a full timeout. Ludington 35, Reed City 15. You are listening to the Oriole Sports Network in conjunction with WMOM. Stay tuned.
Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice is packed with natural anti-inflammatories to help reduce pain after exercise. It's the ultimate antioxidant that combats soreness, getting you back to the gym or on the trail faster. Indian Summer Tart Cherry Juice, ready to drink from fresh pressed tart cherries, grown and produced in the U.S. and always gluten-free. It's just sweet enough and priced just right. Bring home the great taste of real fruit. Bring home Indian Summer Montmorency Tart Cherry Juice. Ask for it at your...
You deserve more than just a fast quote when it comes to your insurance. With over 12 decades of experience, we at Smith & Eddy are here to provide you with the best information and to stand by your side when you need us most. With offices in Ludington, Scottville, and Manistee, we are happy to help at wherever home may be. Let our team of highly trained professionals help you find the best insurance to secure your lifestyle needs. The security you need from the people you know. Smith & Eddy Insurance.
Welcome back to Hawley Gym. 1:34 remaining in this game. Ludington with a 20-point lead, 35-15. Orioles with the basketball. Ryan Rohr has it. Ludington 126 away from earning a trip to the Division II District Championship game here, which will be played Friday night at 7 p.m. And that'll be played, the winner of this game, which right now Ludington is going to win this game. They have a 20-point lead. Orioles will take on either Big Rapids or Cadillac. Carly Mesher with the ball. You know, we were talking about the boys game tomorrow, Gertzie. Mason County Central 5-13 on the year, their boys team, 2-12 in the West Michigan Conference. They're led by David Shy.
Yeah, I did see some highlights of his, and he's a good player. He can shoot the ball very well. But it's tough to match up when you got a lot of good guards that Ludington boys have, and they have played great defense. So it'll be a good matchup, but hopefully Ludington come out on top.
Delaney Williams just missed the shot right there. Also, we'd like to remind you fans, check out the Oriole Sports Network page later this evening. We'll have the box score from this game on there, the final score, the scoring by quarters, and the individual scoring for our Ludington Orioles. 27 seconds to go. And on the court for the Orioles right now, Delaney Williams, Keelan Laird. There's a shot put up, no good. Rebound to Rohr. You got Rohr out there, Delaney Williams, Carly Mesher, Keelan Laird, and Abby Banstra. On the court for Reed City, number 12, Kiara Jewett. She's getting a little playing time. And also out there for the Coyotes, number 23, Riley Schaefer. 5.8 seconds remain in the game. Ludington up 35-15.
Yeah, this is always a hard time just because this is the last time these seniors are going to play for Reed City.
Yeah.
And you always feel for them, and it's exciting that we get the win, but you got to think of all those years that these seniors put into basketball and all their efforts that you put in. I'm assuming that's who are subbing off right now for Reed City. So you always see some tears. It's always hard.
Very, very classy. You had Coach Tim Belfuse right there bringing the seniors out. We're going to be wrapping things up here really quick, folks. It's going to be a very short post-game show. We'd like our good friends Bill Barnett and Todd Galnick to get in here early, get set up for their broadcast as their Cadillac Vikings take on the Big Rapids Cardinals. So first free throw is good by Ryan Rohr. Rohr's had a really nice ball game tonight, Gertzie.
Yeah, she's one of our trend. She goes, or we go as she goes.
Yes.
And she's a very good ball player. She's very aggressive. She's a smart ball player. And her and Keelan do such a good job playing down low.
3 seconds to go, 2 seconds. Ludington up 36-15. There's the horn. Your final score in this Division II semifinal basketball game from Hawley Gym. The Ludington Orioles 36, the Reed City Coyotes.
House of Flavors Manufacturing.
Orioles 8 points for Riley Stone, 9 points for Ryan Rohr, 5 for Abby Banstra, 3 for Emma McKinley, 3 for Carly Mesher, 2 for Olivia Lynn, and 6 points for Keelan Laird. For the Coyotes, 3 points for Molly Bowman, 8 points for Christina Malakinich, and 4 points for Kylie Weck. Reed City ends its season with a mark of 9-12. The Ludington Orioles move on to play Friday night against either Cadillac or Big Rapids. The Orioles will take a 16-5 record into that match, and they will be defending their Class B, I said it again, their Division II district championship from last year. Orioles win 36-15 in that fourth quarter. The Orioles were actually outscored 5-4. Gertzie, look forward to hopefully seeing you on Friday.
I'll let you know.
It was fun as always having you with me tonight.
It's always fun with you, Scoop.
With that said, for our executive producer and boys varsity basketball coach Thad Shank, for our technical engineer for the OSN and WMOM, the one and only Braden Kronline, and for my color commentary man tonight, Kyle Grzinski, this is the voice of the Orioles, Todd Scoop Hansen, saying so long from Hawley Gym. Good night, Oriole fans. Ludington defeats Reed City by the score of 36-15. We'll be back with you tomorrow from Mason County Central, 5:30. The varsity to start at 7 p.m. and then back with you here Friday at 7 p.m. for the district championship game. Good night, O's fans.